Alright guys, we are back. Another highly requested speed test here. The S22 Ultra versus the S24 Ultra. I will be taking the S22 Ultra to CES with me to give you guys like a real day in a life video. It's one of my favorite old flagships. A lot of people are always asking me about getting rid of it, but I will hold on to it, guys. Let's do the boot up test. 3, 2, 1. There are a few reasons, why you could, upgrade, but I would say it's still a pretty solid phone here, especially with the One UI 6.1 update. I think the standby time got a little bit better, but overall, it's going to get the Android 7, One UI Beta 7 update. And like I said, so I would definitely think about holding on to it for you guys that are, asking that question. Okay. Let's get started. We'll be checking out animations, app loading, RAM management, and then we'll be checking out some video rendering as well as some benchmarks. Let's go ahead and get started. Subway Surf. And one thing I noticed with these two phones, the touches on the S24 feel a little bit like more instant. Feels like it's registering faster. As you can see, Subway Surf got in there, of course, first. Smooth animations on both. The S22 on 6.1. CapCut. Yeah, it just feels like the touch is going quicker. So definitely a little bit of a speed gap there. We'll do PUBG last. Tempo Run. And if you guys can see that screen difference here that I've been talking about the past few days, it's the difference in color, darker colors on the older Samsung displays, even if you turn the vividness all the way up. Snapchat. Very smooth scrolling on both of these. TikTok. Boom. Camera. Jetpack Joyride. We will come back to the camera. I want to show you guys, see if the pictures, if it takes stills as fast as the S24 Ultra, or at least a little bit faster. So as we can see, S24 Ultra definitely, it looks like just a little bit faster across the board. There's a bit of more of a gap when we come into video games, but so far, speed and animations on the S22 Ultra are still very, very good. Discord, Geekbench. Here are your Geekbench scores for you guys that want to see them. As you guys can see, big score difference, but it really won't translate until we, look at probably video rendering and then some other things as well. But for just a light user, you can still do a ton of stuff on the S22 Ultra perfectly fine. And you won't have those slowdowns. I think One UI 6.1 did a very good job with animations and getting rid of a lot of that jitters with animations, even on the older phones. Again, that color difference. So far so good. Angry Birds 2 is a little bit of a heavier game for some reason. S24. Alright, we are in. Already playing. Okay, now the S22 got in there. Alright, so that was a bigger gap, probably the biggest gap we've seen. Again, it feels like the input is a little bit quicker. Boom. Let's do our phone. So animations have stayed pretty much consistent on the S22 Ultra here. Let's go ahead and open up some applications. See if we get any closeout. We got a closeout. And I do have RAM Plus on 8 gigs on the S22 Ultra. Got another closeout. So yeah, it doesn't look like I feel like the RAM Plus should have did a better job, but it is closing out applications here a little bit. Okay, that's open. Yeah, so you do kind of feel like that little delay. It's interesting. I'll close it out on both of these. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, that was a closeout. Angry Birds, did it stay open? Nope. So, even with RAM Plus being at 8, it didn't really help. Yeah, it still closed it out. So we got quite a few closeouts on the S22 Ultra. Alright, PUBG here. Let's just go ahead and feel these phones. S22 Ultra a little warm. S24 also a little warm. So it really didn't heat up too much. Alright, we got PUBG loaded in there pretty quick. Okay. So not too bad of a gap there with the speed. So that extra power that we see in the benchmarks, you'll really start to see it really in PUBG. When you go to your graphics, you'll see 120 frames. You can only do 90 frames on the S22 Ultra, which is still pretty good and pretty smooth. But like I said, you have to be a mobile gamer, someone who, you know, playing Fortnite, Genshin, stuff like that. And then you'll be able to kind of appreciate the speed difference. If you're more of a casual user, as you can see, you really won't notice that big of a difference because you're probably not going to care that much about FPS and all that. So yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at when it comes to the overall, you know, performance of these two phones. The S22 Ultra has remained pretty smooth throughout the app loading process. I didn't see really a lot of animation stutter, but it did close out quite a few applications, even with the RAM Plus being on here, and this is the 8GB of RAM model. Alright guys, I was also told to try this in the comments, so I wanted to try to see if it would actually lag. Running 3 applications at once with the Samsung multi-window, it's still pretty smooth on PUBG here, the S22 here. Running it at the same time, PUBG's pretty smooth. See about the, I have to move this out the way. Okay, Jetpack, still running pretty smooth. Really no lag, so let's do it with the YouTube video running in the background. I mean, this is like extreme power user, right? Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty smooth on the S22. We got a 1 minute 4K 60 video. Let's go ahead and export this. 3, 2, 1. Alright. So we should see hopefully a pretty big gap here. This is actually much closer than we've been seeing lately though. But usually the other older flagships that we've been looking at were kind of behind, like 20%. This one is not too bad, actually. Well, yeah, now it just lost it. So 34 seconds for this one. Alright, around 47 seconds for the S22 Ultra. So not too bad, but a bit of a difference there, because you will see that difference if you are editing a longer video. Lastly, let's check out camera speed here. So definitely this one's a little bit better than the S20, and it's still not, you know, as fast as the S24 Ultra. Yeah, there's definitely a delay. So if you're taking a picture of something that's kind of moving, you have a better chance of getting the shot with the S24 Ultra for sure. So that is pretty much it. Be sure to let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.